in my life, this is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
Welcome to the next episode of Remus Talks. And this time, well, we have the best person, being, the Almighty One himself that I can talk about today. And that person, that being, is none other than my master, Belial. You could say that he has helped to shape the person that I am today for far longer than even I can remember. You see, Remus Kane is less of a person and more of an identity. One created by the crowned princes for their uses, to make sure that any missions that they need doing are done. Like there was the Triarii in the Roman Republic, for them, there is me. If all else fails, they send me in, and I'm the one who cleans up any mess. Belial, though, is the one who truly created me. He's the one who instilled all of the discipline and all of the martial prowess that I have. He's the one who's helped me to become successful alongside Richard Knights. You may all laugh and scorn at me for following such a being, but with the amount of success he's given me inside the ring, how can you argue against that? I don't owe all of my credit to him, but I wouldn't have got this far without him. What can I tell you about him, though? It's something that is far too complex for your own minds. It would be like, if it were to be true, the Lovecraftian creatures such as Cthulhu. You would only need stare at it once, and it would drive you into utter insanity. Very few people can truly grasp just what Belial is. I can only give you such a mediocre description of what he is to you, even though it would seem grand. Now, there are 4 crowned princes: Leviathan, Lucifer, Satan, and Belial. Now, Belial, the Lord of Pride, the Lord of Arrogance, the Lord of Lust, and Master of Earth. He is known for his warlike being and for influencing many battles throughout his life. You can name every single one that there is, and he will have had his hand in every single one of them. Every success that one side has had has been accredited to him, whether they would admit it or not. Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, Genghis Khan, all of them, in one way or another, owe their credit to him, just like I do. Yes. We have an intimate connection. For those of you who are well informed within SWF, he appeared once to teach his disciple, Drac Nightwing, a lesson in humility. he became the number one contenders for the Sheffield Championship, and then immediately lost to him. You could say that we co-rule over any belt that we get our hands on. And though he may not be able to spend as much time in this realm as he'd love to, when he does appear, there is not a single person who could beat him. You might be able to harm the body he's using, but that body is mine. It doesn't matter how much pain you inflict upon this body whilst he is in possession of it. He only feels a fraction of it in comparison. It'd be like poking him, even with your heaviest of strikes. At best, it would feel like a pillow being thrown at him. That just makes him laugh inside, though he does love to put people in their place. So he doesn't, and he focuses, and he destroys whoever is in his way. He has designs for SWF, he has designs for nearly every single person in that squared ring. And all of you fulfill your role, whether within our society or outside of our society, though I am not one to tell you what these plans are, you see. No, that's for him to reveal either through me, or Richard, or DeCaro, or our newest members that will make their presence known in the future. Who knows? It is for him to decide when the time is right. You call him a coward for not showing his face more often? Well, a being like him can only spend so much time in this realm, unless he wanted to destroy it with his sheer presence. And even using a mortal frame like myself, it only holds back his power so much before it eventually just consumes the earth around him. And then what planet has he got to rule after? Nothing. So he'd much rather enslave than destroy. Though if he has to destroy to enslave, he'll be more than happy to do so. This is the same creature that wants certain things. For example, Catherine. Oh, he does study you aplenty. After all, a crowned prince and a spider queen? I don't know. To me, that sounds like a pairing that should have already been made a long time ago. Though I'll allow you to be the judge on that. And as for you, Lawrence, he views you as nothing more than a snail at best. Nothing to fear for him. That's why when we do have our match, you won't even see him. You'll be seeing me, because he's more than confident that I can beat you with no problems. And I'm glad that he thinks, though. After all, I've made it evident 2 times that I already can. Now I could keep going. He has opinions on the entirety of the roster, not too dissimilar to mine, though some far more cruel. And some would even go into how sadistic he would be to each and every one of you, should he be given the chance. He'll make his presence known soon enough. After all, he has made a promise. Say, when I get that title, that world title in the future, I will defend it. But not as much as he will, no. When I have that title, it'll be rarer to face me but more common to face him. That's the promise that he makes. After all, when you're at the top, everyone comes after you. And that's where you can find the best warriors. That's where you can find the best challenge. And he loves nothing more than a good challenge. Because a good challenge is what he desires to destroy. He might seem like a straightforward creature if you were to base him solely upon that. But everything else about him screams otherwise. If you were to keep up with him and what he does. Now that my subordinate has had his words, I shall have mine. He speaks the truth on most parts. He does not lie. But does he reveal the full truth of it all? Not even he can comprehend that. Not even Richard can comprehend that. This body is nothing more than a tool for me. A disgusting one at that. But it has its uses. The society will come to rule SWF through my will and my will alone, and there is not a single thing that any of you mere mortals can do to prevent that. You are more than free to try. To try and establish your dominance, as you would call it. But just know that wherever we tread, none will oppose us, lest they be destroyed by the might that is me, Belial. You remember that, all of you, and Catherine. I remember your tender touch from Jingle Bell Brawl. I look forward to when we can meet again, face to face. Maybe I'll show you an even better time than Side Splitter ever could. What am I saying? It's not a maybe, it's a definite. I look forward to that time. Now, typically Remus would do this part, but I shall do it for him. You know what to do, you mortals. Use that like button, subscribe down below, and share this video wherever you can. And remember, up here is a list of those people that Remus can talk about should you vote on them. And that bell icon down below, it'll allow you all to stay up to date with all future videos. Now, this has been Remus Talks, and I will see you all very soon. And as for Remus, what he would say, he'll see you all in the next episode.